I'm so hungry. I just started taking some new medicine, and it's like number one antidepressant for making you gain a crap load of weight because it makes you starve. Mama Drama Diary. Hi guys, so on my newest journey in the bipolar, my husband did a lot of research. Not enough research, in my opinion, but at least he did some research. That's more than I can say about myself, but I have 4 kids, so I blame that. He discovered really great reviews for Olanzapine. Symbyax is the name brand. Before I got pregnant the last time, I used to take Lamictal. That's something that psychiatrists prescribed me in the States. And then I moved to Cozumel, Mexico, I want to say like a month later. So I didn't really get to go through the whole process because he said he wanted to add Prozac back with it. So I just added it my own self here in Mexico. And then I got pregnant, and so I got off all medication. Instead of getting back on Lamictal after I had my last baby 3 years ago, I just got back on Prozac. So for the last 3 years, I've only been taking Prozac. It's been okay. It's been better than not taking anything. I'm still having high bouts of anxiety, spouting off on the edge of just blowing my gasket. Well, recently I had like a really bad episode. I got really anxious, depressed, and I just was like over my life. Like I was okay with ending it. I was okay with walking away from it. I was okay with all of that. Like anything to me felt better than being in my life, in my own brain at that time. It was just really bad. So my husband got online and started researching what is one of the best drugs for dealing with bipolar. So he came across 2 drugs. One is Olanzapine, name brand is Symbyax, and then there's another one that's mixed with Prozac and Olanzapine, and it's called Symbyax. I had a ton of Prozac left over, so we just looked up the dosage on the Symbyax, and we just got Olanzapine from the pharmacy here. Here you don't have to have a psychiatrist or a doctor to give you antidepressants or apparently antipsychotics, because I think it's actually an antipsychotic. So I was taking 3 milligrams of the Olanzapine and 10 milligrams of Prozac, and I will say this, I've been feeling great as far as like mood. I have not felt anxious. I have not felt like hardly at all. Like one day I felt kind of like, I think I would have been like one of my really anxious days, and instead I was just kind of like, oh, I need to eat, and like after I ate I was okay.
I would say Wendy overall has had a pretty solid mood. Haven't seen a lot of fluctuations, anxiety, anger. She has a lot of, I think, her manic episode a lot of times, and on edginess.
That being said, we're gonna go over the side effects that I had from Olanzapine. Very interesting because I immediately started starving to death. I'm doing intermittent fasting, so we eat at 2 o'clock every day, and then we don't eat after 10. So we only eat between 2 and 10. Now, again, I've been taking Prozac for 3 years, and I guess one of the side effects of Prozac is sometimes you kind of have less of an appetite. So it was a shocker for me. I was starving. I was so hungry. I could have eaten a small elephant. I felt really bloated. Like my stomach felt like it was swelling up. And this is a pretty immediate thing because I've only been on it for a week, and let me show you my tummy. Okay, my tummy was flat before I started this, and now look at it. I'm not poking out my tummy here. This is like hard as a rock. It's just straight up bloating. So I am seriously big bloated.
I mean, I tried this because Symbyax had some of the best reviews that I had seen online, and probably out of 60 reviews, I don't know, maybe 10 of the people said that weight wasn't a factor. Most of the people said that they did gain weight on the med, so.
I don't know if you know this or not about my husband, but he has his doctorate in YouTube. He's my little YouTube expert. He can Google and research like nobody's business. I think sometimes men don't understand that weight gain on me. Okay, I'm a 5'5", normally 115, okay? You just put 10 pounds on that stomach and you're looking a little different, okay? So my husband said, well, maybe you need to keep a track record of your weight just to see if you start gaining weight. And I was curious as to why. So I did my own research, or maybe I should have done that before I started taking the medicine. The side effects of Olanzapine. It is the #1 drug for weight gain. Thank you, honey. And what I read said that the people that had lower BMI gained more rapidly than people that had a high BMI. Okay, yeah, that's what everyone wants to know. Oh, the only side effect is you will gain 60 pounds. Like, these women are talking about what their side effects have been. And one lady's like, well, it was wonderful, it's great, which is the part Starling read. It's helped my mood, it's helped my marriage, I've gained 75 pounds in the last year. I'm like, oh my gosh, I only gained 50 pounds whenever I was 9 months pregnant. And 50 pounds is a lot. I mean, my normal weight is 115. I just weighed in. I'm at 126.
If it helps you feel any better, my normal was 201 when I started this week, and now I'm at 209. So it's affecting me too. This drug.
It could actually be affecting him, and I'll tell you why. Because normally, I don't eat like a cow. I have wanted pizza every day. I'm talking about, like, it's worse than a pregnancy craving. I'm starving all the time. I'm like, Starling, I need pizza. Can we have pizza? And then I can eat, like, half of the pizza. We ordered a large pizza. The guy came back and was like, wow, y'all are hungry. We ate the whole pizza!
Not that crazy.
It's kind of crazy for me. I usually eat 2 to 3 slices. I ate half of a large pizza. Carbs are my crack. I just want to consume it non-stop. And that's not good for your weight or for your health or for anything else. So I cannot imagine how much more weight I would have gained if I ate every time I was hungry. The thing about the weight gain is, unfortunately, it's not like, okay, you're gonna put on 5 pounds and then you're gonna be okay. It's like you gain continually, and it actually changes the way your metabolism works. So after you stop taking the drug, it can take anywhere from 2 years for your metabolism to go back to the way it was prior to starting the drug. That's like on the drug facts, look it up. I wish he had looked up a lot of this before he put me on it, but
You sleep like a log, though.
oh, I do. I've had the best sleeps I've ever had. Like, complete dreamless. I go to sleep and I don't even know that the world exists until 4 a.m. I've been waking up at 4 a.m. I wake up and I'm just like, I just drink me some Monster, work on my vlog. It's been a dream. I'm getting really good night's sleep, which I think also helps my mood because I'm sleeping. However, I'm so tired during the day. I don't drink coffee or anything. I'm not a big fan of like just being dependent on anything caffeinated, but I do have 4 kids, so I have to kind of, be alive at some point. So I've been drinking Monster energy drinks because that is the only caffeinated beverage in Mexico. Coke does not have caffeine in Cozumel, Mexico. I think Monster is terrible for your body. Brought some Kool-Aid packets that had caffeine in them. They're like Kool-Aid energy packets, like singles. And they were doing really good for me, and then I ran out, and so now I'm back to stupid Monster. Just to stay awake. Besides that, I've been happy, so I don't know. Even though I've gained this much weight, and like I'm watching my stomach swell, like today my kids asked me, Mom, are you pregnant? That's never good. That's not good for my self-esteem or any other thing. Even though that's happened, I'm still a little anxious about getting off of the drug just because I've been so much happier. So I'm understanding why women would say it's worth it, to be fat and happy versus skinny and a beast. However, I've also read that there's some other side effects that it comes with. Wait for it. Whenever I read this, next symptom here, that was probably the most I flipped out while taking this drug, is I read this and I almost killed my husband. I mean, it's not extremely common, but it's like kind of permanent. What's the name of the thing that you can get where your body just starts twitching like uncontrollably?
Parkinsonism.
I can't say it, but
basically like Parkinson's.
Like you just start twitching, and sometimes when you get off the drug, it is not reversible. Like, it's a permanent nerve damage thing. Okay, I'm having this envisionment of me being like a small hippo in a wheelchair twitching, and my husband saying, oh, she's so happy. We're the happiest we've ever been. Yeah, so I'm sitting at my computer yesterday and I'm trying to type, and my hands are doing like this weird shaking thing, and I couldn't just type normal, and I freaked out. I was like, I've got the Parkinsonism!
She did get a lot more absent-minded as well. Misplaced 200 pesos in the middle of Walmart.
It came out of my hand. I was holding it and it just came out of my hand. And look, and I swear that it's because my hand has like lost its grip. I'm telling you, something is wrong with my hand. I came home the same day that I lost the 200 pesos that just like was out of my hand, and I have no idea what happened to it. I was holding a piece of paper in my hand and I was looking for scissors to cut it, and when I found the scissors, I was like, my hand was still like this. There was no paper in it.
She lost her paper sensitivity.
I lost my ability to grip, but I'm not kidding. So I was reading the reviews of these women. They're taking it, and one lady is like, yeah, I started blinking uncontrollably, and it was hard for me to walk. She had like these twitches that she was discussing, and she said, yeah, so I asked my doctor, to maybe just lower the dose, and I was like, to lower the dose? Like, she was still willing to take the drug after she lost control of her face. So I'm telling you, apparently it is an amazing drug. So if you want something that's effective, it definitely works. But for me personally, who I only have like bipolar 2, it does affect my life, and I do not think I could like function without medication, but I think that I'm gonna try a different medication is all. The thought of my body just being out of control, that
Yeah.
freaks me out, like a lot, because I'm already spacey. We're gonna go back to Lamictal because there was nothing wrong with Lamictal. The only reason I ever quit Lamictal was because I got pregnant.
You did complain about the foggy thinking.
And I complain about foggy thinking with Prozac too. But I don't even know if it's the drugs that make me foggy thinking or if it's the fact that I have mom brain. Because you have to understand, I can focus on a task at hand, but when you have 4 kids coming in and out, and I have 3 dogs, and I have 2 cats, and I have Starling as my husband, and I have neighbors, it's really hard to stay focused on anything. For example, just trying to make this video, I've had to pause it like 45 times and tell my kids to go back out of the room, and then I have to remember what I was saying. I'm just gonna have to have foggy thinking though. I just gotta be chill. I just need like a tranquilizer, but I don't need to be tired. So I'm about to get off this drug. We've decided as a couple that we're gonna stop taking the drug tonight. It could be ugly. I actually just sat down and talked to my kids about the fact that I was about to stop this antipsychotic and that it was going to make me be psychotic, and they're pretty used to this. They're like, okay, like, because this is just our life. Having a mommy with bipolar, but I'm very open with my children. I believe it's important to be open with your children so they always know, like, this is a medical condition. This is not a you condition. Yes, during the times that I am wigging out because you're destroying my house, I might feel like it's a you condition, but it really is just me. So, I read reviews that said the withdrawal symptoms can last anywhere from several weeks to months. So, I'm really hoping, since I've only been on it for a week, that it only takes me like a week to get off. And if you take something that really works for you and doesn't make you have Tourette's, I would be interested in knowing about that. So, do share. Thank you.